Hey everybody, this is my Gourami tank, and real quickly we're going to try to sneak up. I just walked through the room and I noticed on the back glass, if you see that long slender thing almost in the center of your screen, that is my Farlowella Whiptail Catfish, and I hardly ever see him. I wish the damn Gourami would get out of the way. There we go. Really cool catfish. It's been in the tank for, I don't know, maybe a year now. And for months, I never saw it. I thought for sure it was just gone. I thought it died. I have funny water. I'm not going to get into it now, but very soft water fish sometimes have problems in my water. It is very soft, but there's other stuff going on with my water. Oh, good. We get to get a little glimpse of the loach grooming one of the gouramis. They do that all the time. All of the loaches do that on all the fish in there. It's kind of neat to watch. But I don't know, maybe 2 months ago I looked over and holy wow, there was this Farlowella still in there. It had been months since I'd seen it, so I just assumed that shortly after I'd put it in there it had died, and I never saw it again. And it turns out that that's not the case at all. Wish I could get a better look at it. It's kind of tucked back behind the plants. Now it just sounds like the cat's knocked something big and heavy over in the other room. It's nothing. And now that I'm up close to this glass doing this, I realize how much of that green spot algae I have on the front pane of this Gourami tank, so I definitely need to get in here probably with a scraper, not even with my I usually use the same sort of material that I use in my filter, the polyester batting, and I just wad a little piece of that up or fold a little piece of that up, and I use that to wipe my glass down. It gives a little bit of a scouring effect, and it's very effective at wiping algae off. This green spot algae, however, is just tough as nails, and when you start getting a lot of it on there, you really probably ought to get a razor blade or a scraper of some sort, something that's got a little more backbone to it than just some polyester batting. So unfortunately we get a little bit of an obscured view, but we're getting a little bit of view. Let me see if I can't zoom in a little bit here. See, we're still getting a lot of glaring and everything. So it's probably a grand total, if you count all the way down to the tip of its tail, it's probably about 7 or 8 inches long now, from the tip of its nose to the very tip of its tail. The main bulk of the body, before you get to the whip part of the tail, I would say is probably about 6 inches. So they do get long, they do get up to like 11 inches or something, but I mean, if you look at the body shape on this, that's not a ton of bio load for what you would typically think of as an 11-inch fish. So once again, that rule of 1 inch of fish per gallon of water has many variables to it. You can't just go by that rule of thumb solely. You got to take a lot of other things into account. So I really wish I could stand here all day and shoot more video of this. I know it's kind of boring, but at the same time it's kind of interesting because I don't really get to see this fish very often. But I do have quite a few other things I've got going on in the fish room here today. And I really need to get started working on them. So if you're not already subscribed, please do so. I just got a new tank recently. I've been moving stuff around. I've got a new quarantine tank that I got to set up and get cycled in, so I want to do some video about that. I want to talk about how to cycle in a new tank. I've got a new brackish tank fully stocked now. I've moved all my fish from an old tank over to a new one, and I've got video to shoot about that. And then of course we've got the brand new tank I just got, and we've got tons to talk about and do there. So lots of good stuff coming up. Should be a fun winter down here in the fish room over the cold weather. Lots and lots of videos to come, so if you're subscribed you won't miss any of them. So thanks for watching this one. Wish it was a little more exciting for you, but you get what you get. I can't make the fish do things exciting. So thanks again for watching this one, and I hope to see you real soon in the next one.